Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of the Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, narrated by Adrian Cronauer. This performance is copyrighted 1986 by Recorded Books, Incorporated. Benjamin Franklin's autobiography begins with a few facts about the origins of his family, but ends abruptly with his arrival in England in 1757. Although Franklin lived on for 33 years through some of the most eventful years in American history, this incomplete work has much to tell us about the man and his times. And now, the Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin.
To William Franklin, Esquire, Governor of New Jersey. Twyford at the Bishop of St. Asaph's, 1771. Dear Son, I have ever had pleasure in obtaining any little anecdotes of my ancestors. You may remember the inquiries I made among the remains of my relations when you were with me in England, and the journey I undertook for that purpose. Imagining it may be equally agreeable to you to learn the circumstances of my life, many of which you are unacquainted with, and expecting the enjoyment of a few weeks' uninterrupted leisure, I sit down to write them. Besides, there are some other inducements that excite me to this undertaking. From the poverty and obscurity in which I was born, and in which I passed my earliest years, I've raised myself to a state of affluence and some degree of celebrity in the world. As constant good fortune has accompanied me even to an advanced period of life, my posterity will perhaps be desirous of learning the means which I employed, and which, thanks to Providence, so well succeeded with me. They may also deem them fit to be imitated, should any of them find themselves in similar circumstances. This good fortune, when I reflect on it, which is frequently the case, has induced me sometimes to say that if I were left to my choice, I should have no objection to go over the same life from its beginning to the end, requesting only the advantage authors have of correcting in a second edition the faults of the first. So would I also wish to change some incidents of it for others more favorable. Notwithstanding, if this condition was denied, I should still accept the offer of recommencing the same life. But as this repetition is not to be expected, that which resembles most living one's life over again seems to be to recall all the circumstances of it, and to render this remembrance more durable, to record them in writing. In thus employing myself, I shall yield to the inclination so natural to old men of talking of themselves and their own actions. And I shall indulge it without being tiresome to those who, from respect to my age, might conceive themselves obliged to listen to me, since they'll be always free to read me or not.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?